The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Listen, all you need to know about what Dote actually is that it's an app that's basically a mall. That's it. What the app actually was, well, it's still existing, has little to do with the drama that surrounds it. In the late 2010s, it was every teenage girl that was really into social media's dream to be a dote girl. Now, what is a dote girl, you ask? A dote girl was like the influencer equivalent of being a Disney Channel star, being a part of the Brat Pack, being a part of Taylor Swift's squad, and also being a Victoria's Secret angel. An elite group of well-known people with money that had designer clothes and vacation as much as they pleased. It was a group that many, including me, wanted to be a part of. One thing about Dote from the beginning is that it gives white feminism. The Dote girls that got the most attention were the ones who resembled the founder, Lauren Farley, who is white and thin and fits the Eurocentric beauty standards perfectly. And these were the girls that got picked first to be a dote girl. And the ones who didn't resemble Lauren, specifically the black girls who were chosen to be dote girls, were treated like absolute shit. When it had finally come out that this company had so much racism that was swept under the rug because the creators of color were too scared to say anything before, the company had not made any big moves since. After the entire situation where the black girl spoke up about being treated badly on the Coachella trip, it was an embarrassment to be a dote girl. Hey y'all, it's Harriyanna and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Harriyanna and welcome back to The Pirate Ship, also known as Harry Hook's Pirate Ship. I am the captain, you are not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you want to know why? Come in, bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. Nobody's worthy of being the first mate, but hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriyanna and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Now, before we go any further, these are the new Chloe Bourgeois sunglasses that are being added to my merch. They are not there at the moment. Hey, it's me. The sunglasses are on the website now. Shop harriyannahook.com. But if you like these and would like to purchase them later on this month, just be on the lookout. And then also the hoodie I am wearing is from Sue Money Merch, okay? Because y'all be asking me about where I be getting my hoodies from, and a lot of the hoodies that I wear come from small businesses. So yeah, support small businesses, specifically those that are ran by people of color. Now let's go ahead and get into it. It's been about 3 years since Dote's reputation was ruined, and I also don't feel bad for them because they did this shit to themselves. And we ain't seen the company since. Like, the company's app is still in the app store, but like their entire social media presence is donezo. And it's like they were trying to do stuff to make the company look good again, but it just did not work. The app is still there, but they are like non-existent on social media, and I just want to sit here and discuss what the fuck happened. If you're unaware of the Dote scandal from 2019 called Doachella, let's go all the way back to the late 2010. A YouTuber by the name of Daniela Perkins, who I adore so much, she posted a vlog where she went to Coachella, and people were aware that she was a dote girl at this time. Everyone put two and two together and realized that the racism that she was experiencing had to do with that dote trip with all the girls, and she broke down and cried. And when Daniela posted that video about how hurt she was, all hell broke loose. Next thing we know, the other girls of color who also went on that trip confirmed that basically what Daniela said and how she was feeling was true. When it was exposed that this company was racist, and all of the scandals ended up coming out, you still had people that wanted to be a part of dote and they were not saying anything, or worse, they were making up excuses for this company's racism. But then they realized, if you support dote, if you work with dote, you gonna lose followers. And then they cut it out. And now, nobody gives a fuck about dote. I ain't heard nothing from them since 2019 after they tried to make themselves look better after the entire scandal. The app is still there. Well, I ain't heard shit from this company. They just converted into an online shopping app and nothing more. And because of this scandal, I personally didn't even want to use the app. It just left a bad taste in my mouth, knowing that this company was ran by very anti-black people. Now, what is so different about dote being racist versus all these other companies that are racist as well, but so many people, specifically black people, still choose to buy from them and work with them? And the main reason for that is because dote is a platform that heavily relied on influencers, or internet celebrities. That's just another word for influencer. Because to a certain extent, all influencers are internet celebrities, but not all internet celebrities are influencers. But the people that work with dote, those are specifically influencers. Sorry for stuttering. Plenty of other companies that are extremely problematic use celebrities. And when I say celebrity, I'm talking about someone whose fame isn't directly tied into social media. Like they make music and movies and all of that. Also, a lot of celebrities don't talk, and plenty of them do not care about businesses having unethical practices. They just want to make that bag from those people. Being a celebrity is an entire business, okay? And part of that business is kind of losing your morals, sadly. Dote was sold off of internet celebrities, and you know, influencers are terrified of being canceled. If you continue to work with dote after this controversy, it was a bad look on you. It didn't matter what race you were. If you still work for this company, a company where plenty of girls and women of color have spoke about how awful they were to them, people were gonna unfollow you and stop giving you support. Because I remember, like, so many other people were calling out all of those white girls that went on that trip, like Summer McKeen and Hannah Maloshian and Olivia Jade and Kalani Hilliker, who all have been revealed to be bad people. Well, not great people. All of those girls went on that trip and didn't say shit until people actually brought it to their attention. Hi, editing me here again. So I realized I said something that was a bit confusing. I'm aware that Olivia Jade did not go on the dote Coachella trip because this was around the time where her mommy got exposed for, you know, the college cheating scandal. But Olivia Jade was at fault still because she went on the dope Fiji trip where there was still racism being taken place. That's why I brought her name up. Alright, back to the video. What pissed me off the most about them, because I remember I was one of the first people to actually call these other girls out too. What made me so angry about it is that they were aware of all of the racism going on, but they didn't say anything because they didn't care. They didn't start to care until they saw how their followers was dragging their ass to hell and back for not caring. And then, like I said, they just, especially Hannah, like, I never cared for Hannah in the first place, but then after this, it just really put like a bad taste in my mouth. And I just, every time I see like something about her pop up in my feed or whatever, I just scroll past it because I just think about how tone deaf she was to this entire situation. Like, she just didn't seem to get that, and her white privilege was to blame. Of course, they weren't gonna treat you terribly, but that's because you are what they want. You look similar to the owner of this company, like I mentioned in the intro. That's why you were fine. And the only one at that time period that I think responded in a timely manner and their apology was actually sincere because they made it clear that they want nothing to do with the company no more was Ava Jules. And last time I checked, Ava is not white. I personally think that Ava wasn't treated bad like the other girls of color because they couldn't even tell what she was. And it just kind of goes to show you that after the entire situation where all the white girls were segregated from the black girls and all of that jazz, and Ava was the only girl in that room with all the white girls that spoke up, that says a lot about them, because the other white girls, they didn't say shit. And Ava, who is a woman of color, spoke up about this. I honestly was happy that Ava did something about this, because I'm glad that she didn't play into that tokenism that so many companies be wanting their creators of color to do. She was like, oh, I'm a person of color and I wasn't treated bad, but this is unacceptable. And if you're going to continue to do this to your creators of color, I want nothing to do with you. I'm glad she wasn't giving Naomi Campbell, because if she gave Naomi Campbell, I would not be following Ava no more. And if you don't know about Naomi Campbell, go look her up. Go look it up. I don't feel like getting into it. Naomi Campbell is not the icon that y'all think she is. But anyways, after all of this came out about the Dote situation and numerous people were making numerous YouTube videos about it, we ended up finding out what the fuck happened on that damn Fiji trip as well. The main reason so many people wanted to work with Dote in the first place was because of all the opportunities that these people gave them. They gave them free products, they paid them a nice wage, and they even took them on free vacations. So many people didn't say shit about Dote awful behavior because they wanted to be a part of this. They wanted to continue to get these free offers. They wanted to continue to go on these really expensive trips that they probably would never have been able to afford to go on. And next thing you know, more black creators were speaking up about how they felt when they worked with Dote. And they all spoke up about how Dote was treating them like shit. And like I said, it wasn't just black creators, it was creators of color too, because I remember there was a South Asian person that spoke up about how Dote was treating them awful. And I noticed that the more ethnic you look, I'd say, the worse they treated you. Because like I said, Ava can pass for white to a certain extent, but like I said earlier, she saw how the other women of color weren't being treated well either, and she was like, I don't want nothing to do with this. Like Leah, oh my god, Leah's video when she dropped it about what actually happened when she worked with Dote, I was disappointed but not surprised, because Leah, she was one of the first people to work with Dote, and she didn't say anything because she thought it was just a her problem. She thought it just had something to do with her. But then she found out that she wasn't the only woman of color that was being treated terribly, and she exposed their asses. They weren't posting her photos. They were being very, very strict on her about her following count. And then there was an entire situation where they were supposed to send her like a PR package for her birthday for her to promote and everything, and they didn't even do that shit. She was going so hard for a company that was not returning that offer to her, and she had every right to be angry with them and not want to work with them anymore. Dote, in my opinion, they made the company worse on themselves, because once it became officially known that there was a lot of racism going on behind the scenes, they went to their Instagram page, and I'm telling you, y'all, it honestly is like laughable what they did. They went to their Instagram page and they posted pictures of a whole bunch of girls of color, and a lot of them were of darker skin, on their page talking about we're a diverse company. And there was like two big issues that went with this. One, before they posted those pictures, Dote's Instagram was mainly with white girls. Like I said, it was just skinny white girls before they posted all of those pictures. And two, it was revealed that those pictures from that event happened a while back. Why y'all just not posting them shits? They had an event that catered towards creators of color, but they were like, oh, we don't want that. That was just us doing us a nice little favor for you guys. We'll throw an event for you, but we're not gonna promote your business. That is so fucking whack. That is so nasty. Lauren, like literally, what the fuck is actually wrong with Dote? One thing I don't seem to get about a lot of these horrible businesses is that rely heavily on influencers. Y'all know that influencers talk, because that is exactly how they're able to sell themselves, okay? That's why Storytime videos gotten so popular, and some of the most famous creators on this site are people that have opened up about what goes on in their lives. Y'all, I don't understand it, because I'm like, y'all know influencers like to run their damn mouth, and you do this because of the black girls and the girls of color speaking out about how bad they were treated, and then the white creators getting dragged for not saying anything. Dote was not the company you wanted to work with. Dote was not that girl anymore. Anytime Dote tried to do anything for the remainder of 2019 after the scandal broke loose, they got dragged for everything they did. Like, they literally got ran off the internet. Y'all got their asses out of there. Because not only did Dote not seem to get it, the influencers that they were working with didn't seem to get it either, because Summer McKeen was literally exposed for being racist. And by the way, she ended up releasing like a makeup line not too long after the scandal broke that only catered to pale and palm colored people. And then Hannah Meloche was exposed for, you know, making fun of her followers. Dote's reputation was getting awful, okay? More and more was coming out about this company, and more was coming out about these white influencers that they worked with and kissed the ground that they walked on. At After this, if you still work with dote, you are getting the middle finger thrown up at you. When it comes to companies that have gotten their audiences from social media, and if they end up on a whole bunch of people's bad side, it can really be the downfall of that company. Because I've mentioned these two women before in my video that I made about the Wunchler, the one that was like, see what money make a bitch do, because what they did reminded me so much of what the Wunchler did, but also what they did reminded me a lot of the downfall of dote. And I am talking about Par Moon of Miss Moon Cosmetics and Arteria Lyons. Both of these companies were fueled off of social media, like most small businesses these days, including my own business. A lot of small businesses use social media to sell their products. I understand, I get it, that honestly is the best way nowadays in order to sell your brand, the internet. But with Par Moon and Arteria Lyons, the owners of these two companies, they both have very nasty attitudes. And because of them having really bad attitudes, that resulted in people not wanting to support them anymore. It's one thing if your products ain't quality and you're a nice person and you're trying to put in the work to improve your products. It's one thing if you're like that, but it's another to have shitty quality, shitty customer service, and have a stank ass attitude. Like Moon Cosmetics and dote and Arteria Lyons, all three of these companies never really recovered from the incidents that happened with them. Anytime Moon Cosmetics is brought up, most people are thinking about that shitty customer service and the owner's stank ass nasty attitude. And anytime dote is brought up, you don't think about those fun trips and events that they used to host. You don't think about shopping. You don't think about fashion. I kid you not, if you search up dote on Google and on YouTube as well, the first thing that comes up is the scandal that made everyone stop supporting them, and that was Dote-chella. When you think of dote, the first thing that comes to your mind is the racism and the influencers that was involved in it. When you look up the company, the first thing that comes up is racism, not an actual company and what they're known for. Yeah, that pops up too, but right underneath it, it's about that racist bullshit that happened behind the scenes. Ooh. In the end, like I said, it's honestly tragic what happened to dote, because you know how a lot of times on the internet we say that cancel culture doesn't work. This was one of the few times where it actually did fucking work. This company will never ever be able to recover from this. Like, you don't even see shit. Like, their Instagram page, they took it down and then someone made another one, and I'm pretty sure it might be a fake account or it might be their actual real account, and it gets little to no engagement. I'm pretty sure that their Twitter account that they had got fucking hacked, because I looked through it and I was like, what exactly is this? The website's still there, the app is still free to use, and I feel like the actual app itself is still doing well and it's still doing in business. I have not heard shit from Lauren, the creator and CEO of dote. This company really fumbled their bag when they were trying to be like the next big thing when it came to elitism within the entertainment industry. And it's honestly a bit sad to see, because you can tell that the direction that they were going in with dote, they were trying to get up there with, like, you know, the highbrow Hollywood classes, okay? Because, you know, a lot of the people that work with dote, a lot of them are low-key kind of like big names now. Like Daniela Perkins is on Grownish, and you know, she actually acts and whatever. Emma Chamberlain literally is celebrity status, okay? It's just sad to see, because dote was slowly, and you know, they were working with Olivia Jade, who basically is a nepotism baby of the mother, not the mother, Aunt Becky from Full House. They were slowly starting to get up there with being an elite Hollywood group, but because all of this bullshit came out about them while they were still on the come up, it ruined that chance for them. And like I said, do I feel bad for anybody in this situation? I only feel bad for the people of color that was being treated awfully, okay? Other than that, the company itself, y'all just gotta stick to just being an app. Don't try to have no more events. Don't try to rebrand or nothing. Just stick to being an app, because that seems to be the thing that's working for y'all the best. Just don't do nothing. But that's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about this video. I know it's been like, there are numerous videos on YouTube about the entire dote situation, but it's been about 3 years and I have yet to see somebody make a video about, like, you know, the reflection of those said events that happened back then. And I thought it would be good for me to get on here and just kind of recap and how I'm feeling about the situation now after the company has died down a bit. And those are my words. That's all I have to say. It's honestly, I was shocked, y'all, to be honest, because you know how a lot of people just kind of don't be caring and shit. I was so shocked to actually see that this company plummeted that hard. Like, they fumbled the bag because they were extremely anti-black and just anti-people of color in general. That's honestly just so sad to see. Those poor girls. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to know where you can support me, I have Patreon and I have Buy Me a Coffee and I have Ko-fi links down below if you would like to donate. I also have merch, harriyannahook.com. These glasses and numerous other products will be added this month, the month of June. I cannot wait. I have so much super duper cute fun stuff that is coming. Y'all, these sunglasses, I'm like literally obsessed with them. These are so fucking cute. I love them. But by the way, if you guys want to know another way you can support me for free, I have a web series called The Progenies. You can stream that down below. And also we are running a GoFundMe campaign for The Progenies. We really want to get back to filming the series, but we need the funds to do so. The link to that will be down below just as well. And you guys want to know another way you can support me for free is just follow me on everything at Harriyanna, HARRIYANNA. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good night.
Get to this point in my life, I'm blowing up, so don't hate, just congratulate.
The Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA, the Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking.